If you guys have any old wheat pennies, definitely watch this whole video. We're going to show you what can give those coins some value. We're going to start with the 1956 wheat penny. And don't forget, if you guys are new, feel free to check out all the other coin and currency videos here on the channel. As always, welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Let's just hop right into it. Starting off first with the 1956 wheat penny. Now this coin has a ragged clipped planchet. So we can see that there, the half the coin is almost gone. This is actually a mint error. The coin only weighs 1.8 grams as a result, obviously. And this coin here sold for around 90 US dollars. Now, here is a 1956 that has been struck through a capped die here on the obverse of the coin. So a die cap, 1956, no mint mark. This coin here is graded at a mint state 64 brown. And this penny ended up selling for over $140. I've actually found a die cap, you know, we did a video on that. I found one in a roll from the bank, and that was, I just got lucky that day. This coin, like I say, $140. Now here is a 1956 Lincoln wheat cent that was struck onto a elliptical planchet. As a result, it only weighs 1.3 grams, and this coin sold for over $375. Moving right along to a couple different things here. One, this coin was bronze struck, the 1956 no mint mark. It is graded by Annex at a mint state 60 red brown. So your pennies are either going to have a grade of a red, red brown, or brown, depending on their appearance. And then of course the coin grading scale goes up to 70, so you will see a number that will tell you the condition of the coin. So mint state 60, in this case 70 is the best condition there is. Now like I said, this coin has not only been broad struck, but it also has a triple clip, and we can visibly see those clips there on the coin. Now some clips could take up a large portion of the coin, some much smaller, but this penny did end up selling for over $50. Next up is a 1956 Lincoln wheat cent that was struck onto a fragment, and this coin ended up selling for around $130. Moving right along to a lamination error taking place here on the 1956 no mint mark. It is taking place here on the reverse of the coin. If we zoom in there, you'll see that lamination. You can actually look for those again on all kinds of different coins. Most of these errors that we're looking at, you can look for on all kinds of different coins, not just pennies or not just 1956 pennies. So this coin ended up selling for around $35, so not really worth having graded if you're trying to, you know, resell coins and make money. Now here is a 1956 D mint mark that was struck 75% off center. You can get a lot of off centers on eBay fairly cheap, you know, ungraded. But in this case, this coin is graded by NGC at a mint state 64 red brown, and this penny ended up selling for over $100. Here's another example of an off center. However, this coin was only struck 25% off center, and this wheat penny ended up selling for over $120. It's graded by PCGS at a mint state 62 brown. Moving right along to a 1956 D mint mark that was actually struck onto a silver 10-cent planchet. So this coin is going to be super rare to have, you know, a penny design struck onto a silver dime planchet, and that's why the coin sold for over $500. That's right, $500. Unfortunately, it does have damage to the coin, but it's a $500 penny. Now here's a 1956 wheat penny that has a grade of a mint state 65 red, and it also has a repunched mint mark. So it's got a decent grade, I guess, for a 1956, but you know, you got to really have the real high grades for them to for something like this to have the value. It all depends on the grade population of each different coin and mint mark. But in this case, it does have a repunched mint mark, which will give it a little bit of value. Here's an example of what that repunched mint mark looks like on the 1956D, some different examples there. So you can look for those with your coin microscopes. This coin ended up selling for around $40. So personally, I don't know if I would take a risk and try to get this graded. I'd probably just keep it in my personal collection, yeah, you're not gonna make $1 million off that coin. Now here's a 1956 penny that was struck onto a split planchet before the strike. Now, like I said in my other videos, these kind of get confused with damaged coins a lot of the times. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of damaged coins out there. I receive pictures every day of damaged coins. This is actually a real mint error, and this coin ended up selling for over $35. So nothing, you know, significant, but it's a $35 penny. Now here is a very, very valuable penny. This coin sold for over $1,100. That's right, over $1,000 penny here. 1956, no mint mark. It was actually struck on an Honduras 1 centavo planchet. So it was struck on a foreign planchet, and that's why this coin sold for over $1,100. Man, that's just crazy. Could you imagine selling 1 cent for over $1,000? Now here is a 1956 D mint mark that has an obverse lamination. Now you'll see the lamination taking place over the word Liberty there. There's all kinds of different laminations on different coins, but this coin did end up selling for over $150 at auction. Now also on your proof 1956 pennies, you also want to look for doubling. So here's some examples of that doubling on the lettering of the coin, the phrase "In God We Trust," the word Liberty, as well as the date 1956 itself. Now these are examples of the proof coin doubling, so not the regular business strike like the coins we were looking at. It's the proof coin, so keep that in mind. Let's check out some other pennies that are worth money. Here at the 1941 wheat penny. So if you have one of those, you can look for these, and some of this stuff you can actually look for on other pennies. Now this is going to be a double die obverse. So you see how the lettering on the phrase "In God We Trust" is doubled there. That is what you want to look for with your coin microscopes. I have those microscopes available on the website couchcollectibles.com. Link is always in the description of every single video. So look for that doubling there on the lettering of the coin. Now also look for that on the word Liberty, as well as on the date 1941 itself. Now you can really see it here on the date to the left of the 1 and the 9. So that's a good example of doubling on the 1941 penny. Now let's look at some different type of prices, coin prices for these double die coins. Now you can see here on the coin slab, it's graded at an extra fine 40, and it has that double die obverse, that doubling taking place on the front of the coin. So this coin, you can see that, you know, it looks like a normal penny from a distance, but it actually has that double die that we just looked at up close. So this coin here only sold for a little over $100. But again, if we move up in coin prices, we look at this coin here, graded at an extra fine 45. Now this penny here sold for over $240. And then if we go to a very, very expensive penny, this coin sold for over $9,000. Now you see the difference between this $100 coin and this $9,000 coin, and that is going to be the grade of the coin. So this coin is graded at a mint state 66 red. So that is a huge, well, that is the factor of why this coin sold for what it actually did. So a $100 coin to a $9,000 coin, you have a brown penny and a red grade penny and a mint state grade instead of an extra fine grade. So that is going to be a huge difference. So the condition of the coin is going to impact the value of the coin tremendously by the grade. So always keep that in mind. The grade is so important. I cannot stress it enough. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle, check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I'll see you on the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.